today guys is going to be just showing you a quick little tips and tricks sort of in replacing the engine mount here on a Ford Falcon. Now the job that you can get done at home, if you are going to do it at home, obviously you need to support your car well on some jack stands so you can get underneath of it. And then you need to be able to support the gearbox. So if you're doing it at home and using like a floor jack or something like that, across the base of this, you don't just want to use the jack itself, you want to use like a block of wood to actually spread across this whole pan here. Using a hoist, the transmission jack's perfect for this job. So I've already come along and loosened all these, so just a matter of, to start with, I undo these top two. And then come along and move the whole mount and brace. And just like that, fairly simple to get out. Alright, so now we've got the mount out. You can see in here, my finger's actually in the gap, so that's actually absolutely stuffed. So on the base of here you've got the 4 bolts which actually hold this mount into here, so I find it easier just to remove the whole cross member. There we go, mount is out and cactus. So we'll get the new mount, get it all fitted up and go from there. Right, so guys, I've got the new mount here. So on the front, I don't know if you can see that properly there, it actually has an arrow pointing front, so always follow that. That needs to be facing the front of the vehicle. So get that mount in there, back up. This is fairly simple, just repeat the same process as of obviously taking it out. You always want to start everything by hand. Don't ever just grab your rattle gun and just do it up. Get that there. 2 nuts for the top. Alright, so they're all started by hand. What I'll do now is go along and just nip them up very lightly with the rattle gun, just because we have it, it makes life easier. If you don't, you'll just have to do it up by hand the whole time. Always follow your manufacturer's torque specs. Just make sure you're not over tightening and snapping any of these bolts, because they are only a small bolt on these mounts. So we'll get that all torqued up and go from there. There we go, so we've got that all nice and tight there. Got these all torqued back up. So what I'll do is just lower the gearbox back down and then come up and tighten these ones. So it's really hard to get a socket in there and be able to torque these up. So we're going to have to go by feel with the spanner. You should be able to, we'll be torquing up to the same settings as the lower nut. So sort of get a feel with your tension wrench on where that sort of pressure and tension is. And then repeat for the top one up there. So guys, torqued all this back up. All the bolts are all nice and tight. We've got the gearbox jack out of the way. So now it's just a matter of taking it for a nice little test drive. Make sure that vibration and clunk's gone out of the gearbox. Make sure there's no other mounts that have failed while you're underneath there, like an engine mount or something like that. You'll be able to find this gearbox mount at onlineautoparts.com.au.